What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. In the video today, I'm going to show you how to make a basic section of paddock fencing. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be using this craft mat as a template. This is a 12 by 12 craft mat, and I'm using this to ensure that I'm able to get everything symmetrical and spaced correctly on each one so everything lines up. If you don't have this, you can just use a ruler or a tape measure, but this is just going to kind of help expedite the process and make sure that I do everything right and get all my holes drilled correctly. But this is a very easy build to do. We're going to go over the materials that you'll need. Now I'm going to start out with a couple of packs of this 40 count wooden dowels. You can find these at Walmart. Comes with an assortment of different size dowels, square and round. We're going to be going after the square ones in this pack for the fence posts on either side. And I'm going to be using 11 of the 4.76 millimeter wooden dowels for the fence line. I'll be attaching everything to a 12 by 1.5 inch piece of scrap lumber that I have. Of course, this is an optional thing. You can use whatever you have on hand, but this is just what I had laying around in my shop. So that's the size piece that I'm going to be using for that. You'll also need some wood glue, a pencil, some sandpaper, a tape measure, a drill with a drill bit that's the same size as the fence line that you'll be using, as well as a can of gray spray paint. So I'm going to start by putting my fence posts up where I want them to be, and I'll have my base down here so you can see the general shape of the fence line. And I'm going to take a pencil and mark the holes that I want to drill 1 inch apart. So I'm going to take this drill that I have, and I have a drill bit that is the same size as the fence line that I'm going to be using, and I have it taped off so I know how far to go down so I don't break through the other side. That way I can just make it all smooth and even the entire line of the fence. So I'll take the drill, and we're going to drill out the holes. And we'll do it all the way down until it looks like this. And now I'm going to take my drill. I'm going to very carefully drill a hole down the bottom part of one of the fence posts here. I'm going to insert a wooden peg into it with some of the wood glue, and that's how I'm going to attach it to the base of the fence. I'm going to stick the dowel in here, and then I will mark it with my little X-Acto knife just so I can know where to cut it and how much material I'm going to need. So with the fence post lined up, then I'm going to stick the dowels in there just to do a little test fit before I glue them down. So if you look and see, the base here is about 3/4 of an inch, so I want them to be just right in the middle of it. Don't want them to go too far down in, but I want them to sit nice and flush on the fence post and the baseline area. Now I'm going to make my cut with an X-Acto knife, just rolling it back and forth. And once I can score it, then I can just snap it in half like that. So now I'm going to take my sandpaper, and I just want to smooth out all the holes that I drilled before putting the glue and attaching the fence lines in. So now I've got my Gorilla Glue here. Any kind of wood glue will work. So I'm going to put the glue in a little plastic container over here. That way I can apply it with a paintbrush. And I'm going to dip the brush into the glue and paint the very tip of the fence line. I'm going to take the fence line and put it in the fence line hole. And basically repeat this process with all of the fence lines. And just like that, all the glue is hardened, and now it's ready to stick it onto the base part here. So I'm just going to get a general idea of where I want it to be, and then make my marks with a pencil, and then drill my pilot holes for the pegs to go down into. And insert the peg with some wood glue. And attach the fence line. Now with the fence all built and the glue has hardened, it's time to paint this thing, and for that I'm just going to use Rust-Oleum gray paint and primer. It's basic, you can knock out a bunch of these fence lines in no time, and of course you are going to want to repeat this process multiple times to get the number of fences that you want to be able to build a huge paddock to keep your T-Rex safe and sound so it doesn't eat the tourists. Remember, for more Jurassic Park related content, you guys know where to find me. Links will be in the description box below. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.